Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about the new update for the Mesh Body David by NX. And this is a recent mesh body that has been released. So the previous version was not bento, but as we can see, this one is a bento one. So this version is 1.2, and as you can see, I'm just wearing the body and the hands are moving, and this is one of the major features now in the 1.2. Also, the complexity has been reduced, which is a major issue for me here, because the previous body was, as we can see, I was able to demonstrate in the video, that was the complexity was over 1,000, 100,000, I mean, and this one here is reduced to just 63K, which is fairly nice. And I'm sure this has to do with my other mesh that I'm wearing, like the pants, hair, feet. These are the slink feet, as this body supports wearing the slink fit kind of feet, like the other bodies, such as Lisa, the new one, and Adam and Eve. The Adam body supports the feet and hands. So this one also supports the feet. This is a good issue. When you have slink shoes, you will not throw them away. You have the ability to wear your slink shoes with this body. So let's go into the HUD. As you can see, the HUD is minimized at the infinite sign here. You just click it to expand, and going on to the first section, which is the skin. And let me try to point out the stuff in here. So the skin is just based on the hue and saturation and light. The hue is just about 360 degrees of colors. So this goes from 0 to 360. The hue, that's the only thing. And the saturation just goes from 0 to 100. The light as well goes from 0 to 100. So this is the tinting ability for making your skin darker or lighter, which is the light here. So you can just reduce that or increase it. And we have also the materials. You have this feature here, like it has to do with the skin. If you're just gonna press the skin, or you're gonna play with the fingernails, toenails, or reset the materials. So there's normal glossiness. You can just switch them on and off. But I noticed some glitches here in the new HUD that I was not able to click on these sliders with my pointer here. In the previous body, on the previous HUD, I was able to do so. So moving on to the preset skins, you have the ability to choose from 10 different tones here that's stored in the HUD, and you can play with the fingernails. As you can see, there is like an option here. You can select the nail you want to change, and you're just gonna select like a color to it, or you just simply like this is a tiny area to work with. You're just gonna move on to the fingernails, and you're gonna select one of these, say this one, and you just go over here and you just click it, and this should be applied to this single finger. It should be different than the other nails you have selected. Let me zoom in here, try to find it, if that works. I don't see it. Let me try to change. There we go. As you can see, the one I pressed, sorry about that alarm. So the one I only pressed here was the one that just changed. Same thing with the feet. So this is a nice thing here. Okay, let me move it back here to normal. And then I'm going to the alpha. And I noticed that she added the save feature here, and these were not included in the previous HUDs. And the cuts are just made different here. Let me try to bring on the previous HUD so you can see what I'm talking about when I compare the two. Okay, let me show you here. This is the recent one. I'm just gonna bring back the previous HUD. I'm gonna wear that, as you can see. Okay, so I'm in the alpha. The cuts are fairly different here. She added more cuts in here. This area, the shoulder, neck, and the body itself is different. There's a huge difference as well in the back, where people were complaining about it, and you have this ability to hide or keep the feet. So once you click the feet here, you notice the feet are just rest above the slink ones. But since I'm wearing slink, I'm going to hide these. So these updates and the cuts is fairly nice because people were complaining, and also added slots to save your clothing with is just a nice feature. So you get 5 empty slots to save them. So let me just demo here. If I click reset, you will notice that the skin has appeared. So I need the feet as well. So I'm going to try to apply the saved settings that I have. It's going to ask me either to save them or apply. So this is the bank 0. So I'm going to apply, and there you go. There you go. So I have hidden my skin. So that is a pretty feature here, but the thing it's not numbered, so you're just gonna have to know that bank 0 is here, so bank 1 is here, bank 2, bank 3, bank 4, so it's from 0 to 4. These are the banks. Moving on to the layers, and as you can see, I'm wearing the tattoo layers. She only has made the tattoo layer available in here. You don't see the clothing or underwear layers, so it's only the tattoo layer. You can simply press that to hide the tattoo or to remove it, but it's still there, visible if you click it once back. So it should bring back the tattoo. Oh, it's also a glitch here that should only get back the tattoo to hide or to be reappear again, but this is obviously cleared the area, so I'm going to try to apply the tattoo again. So I have this in my inventory. This is an external or just an extra icon in the folder to bring on, and you're just going to apply the tattoo. So I'm going to apply it as a tattoo, not an underwear, not a clothing. So these two things you can apply tattoo on, like I can apply it to my underwear or my clothing, but I have to use, in this section, I will need to use the blend option for this. Also, if you have like clothing as an applier, you will have to do the blend option. You need to do and play with these kind of option to blend it with the body. And as you can see, there's not so much difference here between this section and the layers, you don't see much difference between the previous and the new one. Although, just like I said, the blend, you can just mask or blend, so you can see it's just gonna change the tattoo. So you keep that in mind. You can use it when you have like clothing that are appliers. It's not rigid mesh. If it's not mesh, you can just simply keep the tattoo as it is, and the mesh will rise above it. It's not gonna making any problem with you here. And you have the ability still to clear the tattoo, and you apply a new one or another one if you like. So moving on to the options, as you can see, I have the NX-Fix option worn and the slink fit. So under my bands, the cuts for the feet should match the slink. Oh, let me rotate my avatar again. Click something here. Okay, so sorry about that. So moving back on here, the hands, you can select how they should be in which position here. These positions were the same in the previous one. Let me try to remove the old HUD here and try to see. Yes, you can see the hands are just gonna be fixed on that position when you have this option selected. But if you have your animation to work again, you can just simply click on hand animation off. So you will realize that the selections are gone. The selection is gone here, and the hand should be back to normal. If you have an AO that is supports some movement with the bento hands, you can simply notice that the hand is back to normal, working with the HUD again. So the body script option is used when you have like a lagging issues here. You can just kill the script. So the script is just gonna disable some features like knowing if there is an update for the body or not. So you can just toggle the auto update here to disable it on and off as you like. But I don't recommend killing the script before, unless you made a copy before, or just gonna get a redelivery with the script again enabled in the body, the one you will get. And this is normal to find out the Facebook and the WordPress social media how to contact the creator of this amazing body. So why I say it's amazing? Because really the amount of detail and the ability to reduce the weight of the mesh is something that is I'm very fascinated by. I'm going to show you how was the previous body, I mean the complexity here, so you understand what I'm talking about. And keep in mind that the HUD here, the new HUD, does not work with the old body, because the cuts are different now and the things are rerouted again, so the body is different. So let me take off this one, and you will notice first when I wear the other previous body, you will notice the complexity jumping up, and that's a huge thing here. As you can see, the body is not raised yet, and you have the complexities going all the way to the roof. See, so she just reduced all this stuff with a new body, and this is what I have been waiting and hoping for really to happen for this body, because yeah, I need my mesh to wait. See how much easier that raises. So fairly nice, and speed and the weight. This is an amazing thing. So what I like about this body, the definitions on this body, like, oops, went too far. The elbow, I haven't seen much of a detail on the body before like this. And the navel, you can see it just carve it into the body itself, like it's inside. It's not a picture. The chest, you can see, you notice the nipples, and it's just standing out. Okay, these are features I'm happy about because this is a really good details on the body. So I went on and said this is the Metareya body for men because I was just fascinated by these tons of details, and now its complexity is down. Wow, it's just a major thing really to talk about here about this new body. Well, I hope you like this tutorial and you enjoyed my preview here with the new updates. I hope to hear from you. Please subscribe to my channel and leave me some comments if you like this video. Thumbs up if you like it, and I will be making more tutorials in the future, God willing, to demonstrate different bodies out there for men and try to answer the question, which mesh body should I buy, which mesh body is more um, well done. So I'm trying to demonstrate that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again.